Hello, welcome back to Monster Train, I think. Yeah, hello. Just making sure. I had to readjust the size of my Streamlabs window, and it was giving me a little. I wasn't sure if I started the recording basically because it was resizing and it didn't look right. Anyway, hey, how you doing? What's going on? It's your boy back at it again at 3:45 in the morning. I know. I said I was gonna record multiple episodes in a row, but instead of doing that, someone, I'm not gonna name any names, but someone has put off somewhere in the range of 75 physics problems that are due within 3 days. So, I worked on that instead. I'm almost finished with my semester. I just have to not fail physics because I don't do this homework. I'm like a little over halfway through it, so I'm probably on pace. I just have to pump out like 20 problems tomorrow, 20 problems Friday, and then we'll be good. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He might also extend the due date because he's extended the due date of like every single assignment for the entire semester. But anyway, where are we today? I think we're Fade. I did not stream tonight because I was doing physics. Yeah, we're Fade. Sick. I'm not worried about it, don't worry. However, for my question for you today, this one's a bit of a... I didn't get to outsource this one to Twitch chat, unfortunately, so this is just a question based on what I have done today. So, yeah, who's your favorite or least favorite physicist? Or I think I want to extend this to, like, historical figure. It's a question that's interesting enough that I imagine we'll get some good answers. Who's someone from history that you think is pretty cool? I can tell you who my least favorite is. It's probably whoever the hell discovered magnetism. In the immortal words of the Insane Clown Posse, freaking magnets, dude. How do they work? Paraphrasing there, because, even though it's 2 minutes into the video, I don't want to take any risks. It's probably better not to be saying the frig word too much. Anyway, I think we should get to it. What do you think? Yeah? Alright. Let's rock. I hope you're doing well today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're Fade, and we're Exile Wurmkin. I've been playing so much Wurmkin. I'm so sick of looking at the Wurmkin units, dude. But, anyway. Pushback Talos, Darkness Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Entombed Explosive, Echo Transfer, Memento Mori. What clan haven't I felt like? I've just been playing more Monster Train lately. I'm not gonna play Sketches. I'm also not gonna take Infused Mallet here. I think both of these are bad. I've been playing more Monster Train, so it feels like I've been playing more of each character. Of each clan, I should say. I wanna play Eternal Flame, I think. Firelight, I've played it a few times now. Eternal Flame, I think I played once. I've played it personally a few times. I know one of them was in the co-op. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play Eternal Flame. I think it's fun. I feel like it's the Fade that dominates your strategy the least. We're gonna take it easy on pack shards with Fade pre-Daedalus. This Fade is mostly independent from the rest of what you're doing, which I think is pretty cool. You just drop her down and she kills. And we can do something else on the top floor and then maybe just slot her in. The big thing, we have Entombed Explosive here. The big thing that I want to be on the lookout for is the combo that I've wanted to try. I haven't gotten it offered to me yet, but I want to infuse an Entombed Explosive onto a Legion of Wax. I'm gonna need a Legion of Wax for that, I'm aware. That's the plan. I'm just gonna get one. God, I love this Fade. I really, really, really like this Fade. I think she's super cool. The way that she plays, where she's just... I'm gonna take one here, and I did not need to. This is a mistake. I could have just played top floor all the way, for sure. But, no, I really like this Fade. The way that she plays, where you just... play her, she's quick, she dies, she comes back forever. Feels great. It feels really, really fun to play. It's a little weird because it negates primitive mold, but we have the tombs to start with. I don't need molded. I don't imagine I need hollow drippings. I'm gonna click on drip fall. And soul crushing guilt is an interesting one. I'm gonna probably take hosting kid. I want to try and get back to a state in this game where I talk through, at least for a little longer, each of my choices there. Or here. Just because it's kind of like the point of the video, more or less, is to help you see how I play the game. Because I think seeing other people play video games helps a lot. And also, you know, because I like making videos. Either way. So I'll just go through, because I have thoughts on each of these cards, but instead of vocalizing them, I internalize them, and then we just move on when I pick a card. I don't think Shelter is great here, because in most circumstances we're playing melting units here. Melting units we're just going to reform, and the armor is not going to do much. I don't imagine this armor is going to be super impactful. I feel like if you're playing a strategy where you hard commit to playing this card a lot of times, it goes nuts. But I don't see that being our strategy here. Hosting Kin is most likely what we're going to take. Soul Crushing Guilt is good, but it's early, and I also imagine, same thing with Shelter, survivability isn't something that we necessarily need. Although, when you think about it, Dazing the Divinity doesn't sound too bad, does it? I don't know, it's early enough that Shelter or Soul Crushing Guilt can pan out to be good or bad. Hosting Kin's always going to be decent. 0 energy, kill 1 enemy is good. I'm going to click that. And it consumes 4 etch. Future card picks, I will not spend that much time talking about each choice, but I wanted to get in the habit there. I should have, before I picked that, I should have looked forward to see if I could take a melting unit. I couldn't. Multi-strike plus 10 plus 25. Too bad I didn't play Firelight, huh? Sure, I'll play First of Kin here. If I click on every single consume card they show me, will First of Kin be strong enough? I'm not sure. But I'll give you a solid maybe. A shame we didn't take Shelter now. This is a unit that would really benefit from Shelter. Yeah, so in hindsight, had I looked ahead, we could have recognized Shelter as the potentially better take. I don't know about plus 25. He's got 55 health baseline, so he's not going to die of natural causes. He's going to die because of a bad setup in the deck, so I think I'd rather hold off. We can either give him Quick or another multi-strike, and that's better. Most likely going to look for a self-infuse as well. First of Kin, by the way, really strong unit. And this is exactly the kind of unit I want to see on a run like this. So what we're going to end up doing is playing First of Kin top floor, playing Fade. And Fade's just gonna dart around and pick off a few heavies for us while this guy scales up to wipe everything out. Ideally. Yeah, like this is fine. The less damage that goes up to First of Kin, the better off we are. Most likely, I'm going to click space. And what we want is... I want a frontliner, but I don't know which one. I want a good 2-space frontliner. I feel like it's... not the Harvest Baron, because too many enemies die on lower floors because of Fade. I actually feel like it's Keeper of Echoes on this run. Especially if we see Bog Slime, the Consume, Gain, and Echo card. Or Relic, I should say. It's gonna get pretty out of control. And Entombed Explosive just wins this combat for me, I guess. Well, not quite. Alright, let's see what we see. We can make decisions about units and hypothesize a little more when we see what we have offered. Draft, I think I'm committing to First of Kin here. I'm not gonna put a draft on him. Although with Primitive Mold, could I? Could I put draft on my First of Kin? With primitive mold? I think not, but like, if we see Lady of the Reformed, it actually seems decent. But on the flip side, I think you really want the Etch +5 self-infuse on First of Kin. Especially in this run where we're not going to be consuming a ton of spells. We're not playing Beetle Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off. I'm just gonna click on Hollow Drippings. It's infused, it says consume. That's everything we want. Shelter. And it's infused. Great. Keeper of Echoes. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I think I got this is now a run where I've been offered everything that I wanted to see, and now we're going to see if everything I wanted to see is good enough. I want to see an artifact because the best spell upgrade in this deck is probably +20 consume, but I want to see an artifact. We have a big problem in this deck that I'll discuss with you here. Neither of these help me. No, these are both terrible. Really, yeah, really bad. Wickless Tycoon is too much. I cannot afford to play this unit right now. Paraffin Enforcer. I'm okay where we are. Spike Driver Colony. Reforming these would get kind of crazy, I bet. At some point, I'm going to need to take Spike Driver Colony. Is this that point? No, because we're already doing something. Spike Driver Colony is the sort of card that I'm going to take on a run that has no real direction and feels like it's just doomed anyway. I'm not implying that Spike Driver Colony is bad. I think it's actually pretty good, but I don't feel like this is the correct setup for it. And Rail Spikes, we have something like this. I don't need it. So what's the problem I was talking about on this run? So it's a very specific problem, which is we need energy and we need space to do everything we want. Because if I draw Keeper of Echoes turn 1 and I don't draw First of Kin, if I play Keeper of Echoes top 4, I can't play First of Kin because these cost. So you end up in this awkward position of like, what do I do? What do I do? I think I play bottom 4 in this combat. In future combats, we can probably do something different, but for now, we can just play bottom 4. Fade should catch all of this, or the explosive. Yeah. It's really awkward, is the main feeling I have here. First of Kin is very big. And that's going to prove to be a consistent challenge on this run, I believe. 2-2, you're taking 11, but you're dead. So I would have been better off just playing top 4, I suppose. That's okay. If I do this, I can save the damage. We're not in a bad spot here by any means. First of Kin is a strong enough unit for us right now that he can more or less win us this combat. This is really good. Her going mid 4 here is really good for us. But this Fade here kills this. We put Drip Fall top on the Foot Soldier, and then we just put Explosive behind. Explosive doesn't go off though. That's okay though. 2-7. We put Train Steward down. My better play is to just do this. We want to start scaling First of Kin. This is a unit that basically kills Talos on its own. And by basically, I mean I think it does just kill Talos on its own. He does 100 damage and has 51 health. He's really strong. Avoid this damage in some way. Fade doesn't die, so I just put her behind. It's fine. And oh, I can reform Keeper of Echoes. Man, this shit gets kind of weird. I don't know. I think I take energy, but we're I'm gonna pick accelerated incubation here, by the way. I know it's gonna sound pretty crazy, but I don't care about the text on this card other than infused consume. 0 energy. This is really nuts. We'll talk about the rest of these. What do I want to do with Endless here? I could put Endless on Keeper of Echoes so that he doesn't die, but if he does die, he costs 2. I'd rather just primitive mold him, honestly. And Intent on Death? You could. But I don't think it's great. I'd rather just play Accelerated Incubation here. Oh, I wish I picked that draft. Because here's Bounty Stalker. Here's the deal. I'm just going to give it to you straight here. I've played this run. You make the pivot into Bounty Stalker. It's strong. It's very, very strong. I don't really want to do this. Because we already, like, the same as the Spike Driver Colony. I have an established idea for this run that I want to take to its completion. I don't really want to go, oh, hey, what if I hard pivot here? Yeah, so I'm not going to. That's fine with me. I don't think I need the space that desperately. If Fade doesn't go on the floor, it's fine. I'm gonna take the energy. I think First of Kin maybe forces you to take energy. I should have looked ahead for the next duplicate. It's post Arcus. Maybe I see First of Kin here. Yeah. Do I take it? Sure. And then I'll just infuse. I'm at 0 packed shards as well, still. Skip all of these. Endless plus 25. I could give this man Endless. If he dies, he dies. And then I just bring him back. No, I feel like it is better to, because the idea there is essentially he lives 1 round, he blocks like 1 round of damage on the Divinity, then dies, and we play him again. We can do that same idea, but with Primitive Mold. I don't need to give him Endless, I'm pretty sure. I will take a Divine Horde here. These are all decent. Exploding Candle is the worst. I can't take this. Conscription Notice does not work infinitely. It says specifically when you first summon your champion, so you're not going to get 100 units off of this. Let's take Resin Block. It's fine. Yeah, let's go. Could remove 2 there, but I'll save it. We're not in a risky position on this combat by any means. Bit of a slower run, but maybe this is me turning over a new leaf. Hopefully. Hopefully. If I play Shelter, Fade doesn't die, it's a disaster. I'd rather hold it anyway. The weird part here is when I play a little Fade and then nothing kills her. Maybe also our Echo transfers are a major source of our scaling strategy here. Maybe it's not so much the etch and it's the Echo transfer I should be respecting. I'm really not sure what the hell I'm doing on this run. I mean, I've got this plan. I'm just not feeling like it's perfect. It's good enough though. I mean, Fade's gonna catch any stragglers in these early combats like this one. Seems okay. As we thin the deck out a little more, it'll start to make more sense as well. I mean, it does just crush, so. Turns out if you have an 83 times 2 with 60 health, he just kinda runs enemies over. Who knew? Remnant Host, Wicked Blaze. I think I just click Memories here. Says Consume. I'm gonna try following on that. Well, not everyone that says Consume. No Soul Cripple here. No thank you, Soul Cripple. Take Revenge of the Dangled. Soul Cripple says consume. It was infused. Why didn't I take it? Big problem with that card. Costs 2. Even with 4 energy, it's hard to play. Go right and take 2 removal pickups in a row. Grab Magic Shot, Pyre Health removal, Steel Shot removal, Pyre Health. Seems fine to me. First and foremost, 2 Train Swords. I'm gonna try leaving 2 Train Swords in since we're not tight on space, and we'll just play them out. Let's see how it feels. The world where one of my best lines is to remove consume holdover on a card, and it's like, which one? Maybe accelerated incubation, probably hollow drippings, but I don't want to remove consume, I suppose, so that's probably not happening. Memento Mori's in this round. We're 20 minutes into this video through 4 combats, and I am only now registering that Memento Mori is here. Hello, Memento Mori. Why are you here? Should check the temple first. Intrinsic plus 30. Nothing good for that. Don't really want to intrinsic a card either because I don't want to guarantee the draw turn 1. We need a little bit of setup time. So we'll just do the sacrifice. I don't think that I will be duplicating Keeper to put into Keeper or anything like that. Most of this sucks. I'm gonna put a +10 on Hosting Kin. And I mean, I could hold over a Drip Fall. It's okay. I don't think it's worth the money. Instead, I'm going to pay to remove 2. I don't think that Train Steward is the worst card right now. I think I want to remove Memento Mori, first of all. That card is completely unplayable. After that, I think I remove like 1 and 1 of Primitive Mold and Echo Break, and then 2 Train Stewards probably, is the way that I want to go through this one. Take 1 Echo Break right now. I could have rerolled first, I suppose. This is fine. We'll take Grip Fall to 0. Okay. Lots of money to spend there. Crystal Cloak. Cool. I think I respect... Who am I kidding? I don't respect. I want that artifact. The big hit is Flicker's Liquor. That's the one that I'm kind of fishing for here. Okay. Yeah, starting on with a +10 is good. And we just ping that enemy off because that's 15 times 3, I'm pretty sure. It's like a Super Shade Wings. God, that's... Some of these units that end up infused are very scary. Very frightening. Go get him, Train Steward. Train Steward is kind of bad because he messes with my reforms. I'm not doing a whole lot of reforming, but still. Worth mentioning. I can just play this whole hand out. Yeah. I think I do go for Quick on this guy. If I put Quick on my first of kin, is it terrible? Gotta think about it a little bit more. It's like... It's weird, right? Because on the one hand, it's really good. But on the other hand, he's like, I'm not killing backline right now. Maybe Memories of the Melted? Not Memories. What's the card? The other one. Leaving Little Fate alive is not good. I'm disrespecting Stealth Boss right now, and I might hurt myself in doing so. 1, 2, bring back. And take 3, 4 rounds. Okay, we're chilling. Never mind. We take 4 rounds of stealth off of her here. And then we'll take more. Could have played those top 4 if I were to be a little more diligent there. Burn out 1, burn out 2. Doesn't matter if I would have put Fade in the back. Okay, we cut through almost all of the stealth. Ah, I should have been a little more diligent. Thankfully it pans out, but... Okay. I mean, that boss is pretty scary for this run, so... Faulty Loader is bad. Why is it bad, you may be wondering? It's because it delays Fade's first death by 1 round, and she just wastes the first melee weakness. I'm just gonna skip it. I think it hurts our run. Fatal Melting is the card I was trying to think of. I could... Fatal Melting needs to be doing... I need like 10 deaths for this card to kill everything we can see. More realistically, it needs around 9 deaths, I think. You want to be above 25. That's a lot. So what I would end up doing is I would give it a +10, and I would give it a value stone. I think it's an answer. Wicked Blaze is a never here. I'm not reforming, and resin removal is good. If I don't pick this, I pick resin removal. I think the backline is a worrying enough issue, though. Oh no, I'm gonna click on Return Soul. Is that a card that gives me infusion and consume? And oh wow, Ancient Resonance is worth mentioning because it does damage to all enemies, but Return Soul is too good to not take. It's just so nuts. As planned, I'm gonna pop out these train stewards. They did their job. They bought us time on Crystal Cloak. And I put myself in this position by spending too much money at the last shop of, you know, not being able to afford the reroll. Temple artifacts. I'm at 55. I need to leave here at... I need to gain like 25. I probably need to take things from this temple. Sure, give Fatal Melting a piercing +10, that seems fine. I'm gonna come up short if I don't take this. Sure, I'll take a 31 damage Echo Break. We can maybe just rob the game by killing all of its backline with pings, but it's not a great line. Wrong button. I may as well roll. Yeah. Can't take this. And bat my clicks. They're very sick. I'll just go to another steel shop. I don't really feel like I need magic shop that much, so you can leave. How am I feeling? I'm not feeling great about this run. I feel very okay. I think it's close, but it doesn't feel excellent. But it does feel fine. Winnable, perhaps, is the word. I need to now make sure that I actually play spells up on this floor as best as I can anyway. Other problem is my infused spells aren't on the right floor. Like, I can't play these up here because there's nothing up here. And that's kind of setting me back. Let's press end turn. Maybe I need to let enemies get to the top floor. Oh, this is a different Arcus setup than I thought it was, actually. Weird. Well, never mind. I guess I'm playing nothing up there now. Doesn't even die. Weird. I'll just add Consume to Primitive Mold. I won't play it though. Actually, I maybe wanted to play it. Maybe. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I'm just kinda confused. Things are happening. I'm looking at them. I'm going, huh. Yeah, that sure is what's going on. That Untuned Explosive is doing 45, not 50, because it's not exploding. It's just doming that guy. That is the position. And that was just an extreme stun. I mean, our boy here is scaling at not the greatest rate, but an okay rate. Like 116 times 2 doesn't kill on the Divinity, so he's a little slow. But we lost a lot of scaling because of Arcus putting a very well-timed orb, whatever you want to call it. Why do they both die? Oh, because of Quick. She just kills them. That makes sense. That tomb does 60 damage and doesn't die. I think... Currently, I think this run loses, and I think it loses because it scales too slowly. I can't put the spells up here that I need to put up here. Because when there's no enemy up here, I can't play Echo Break, for example. I need more non-targeted infused spells, like Primitive Mold, honestly. Every round that Fade gets to swing is a good round. Yeah, 790 out of her. I'm gonna take space here. We removed pretty aggressively so that we could take space here. It was the plan. That way, at the end of the Relentless, I can slot Fade in the back. Doesn't help on the Divinity, but, you know. Interesting choices here. Eternal Kinstone and Wurmkin Etchings. Echoes of the Past is not worth it here, because, I mean, I guess it's okay, but ultimately, if I'm taking Echoes to put onto First of Kin, I should just take Wurmkin Etchings, because it does more. Although in a longer combat, hypothetically, Echoes would do more. But, or if I just pull it back with Return Soul, maybe Echoes does more as well. Maybe I'm underrating Echoes of the Past. I think I am, in comparison to Wurmkin Etchings, especially here, because our consumed spells are pretty low value, except for Shelter. I'm going to try Echoes of the Past here. Eternal Kinstone's also worth considering there, but I often look at Echoes on a run like this and I go, yeah, this doesn't seem like it's good. Maybe this is nuts and I'm overlooking it. Go left. Votive Key is really weird. Mark of an Exile is awful. The relics have been terrible on this run. They've been really bad. One time you could give me Mark of a Champion here. No. Mark of a friggin' Exile. Sure. Because I don't want to skip like my 4th relic of the run. I'm just not happy about it, that's all. Oh, Eternal Flame 3. We're at 80 right now if I take this pack. Value Stone here puts me at 80. Yeah. Yeah. I will Value Stone the Fatal Melting. Let's put a Piercing on to Hosting Kin, I guess. Or... here is fine. 41 damage Echo Break, sure. Too bad that isn't a Plink. Purge a card, gain a card? Sure. I want to take out... probably Echo Break right now is the worst. What are the Wurmkin cards we can see here? Show me the Wurmkin cards. We'll just do a quick review of all the cards we can see here. Show me rares. Oh, we could see Hallowed Halls. I don't think it would be great. You can see... yeah, none of these are nuts. I wonder... wait, is Sacrificial Resurrection nuts? Does this just let me infuse like 60 attack into my First of Kin? I wonder. What are the Wurmkin units here? Kinstone's great. Wurmkin Etchings is fine. Unearthed Remains is very good. There's like, I think there's more in Wurmkin. Yeah, I'll take Wurmkin etchings for sure. I wonder if that is a positive interaction. How does etch work with sacrificial resurrection? If you know, please let me know. Because I don't know. Grab another return soul here. That's a good card. I imagine it does let you just consume and... I'm not taking Heaven Seal here, no chance. I imagine it works in your favor where it just consumes the hand on the floor. But I don't really know. It could work either way. I'm just guessing. Okay, I can play this whole hand out, so I may as well. I am just going to begin consuming spells as soon as I am able to. No collector today. We're not, or maybe we are at risk of running out of cards, I wonder. The rate at which we kill this Gilded Wings is going to be a pretty good indicator of how the run's doing. Huh? It dies, so not that bad, I imagine. Kill the 2015 down here. This one gets kind of weird. I think I can I have to look at this, because I think I can accidentally make this Dark Wings not die. I have the Echo Break to fix it if it goes wrong. More of the question is, can I kill this Wilt Wings in the back? Yeah. Oh, this is piercing. I can. For sure. Get him out of here. Okay. And then keep consuming spells, I suppose. It's fine. Explosive there, fade down here. Yeah, the extra health might just be bad on fade even. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Wurmkin Etchings lets us do a big infusion onto our first of kin next turn. I really don't see this one getting past the Divinity, but I mean, it's been pretty cool either way, right? I mean, you know. Can you play Etch outside of Wurmkin? That's really what we're playing here. Yeah, maybe. A strong maybe to that question. Yeah. It feels a lot worse without the beetle, though. I won't lie. Feels a lot worse without the beetle. Yeah, I guess it is good. Not that surprising. Shelter. If we see that one card, this is a 76-27? Holy moly. If I had gone Bounty Stalker, ooh, buddy. That would be strong. 5, 10, 25. I'm gonna do this. Sure. I don't think it matters a ton. Just drop fade behind. And at the end of combats, we can also do this. 272 times 2. He's close. As we saw in yesterday's episode, we need more than 270 times 2. You need like 600 damage total, but it's close. I'll just keep clicking consume cards, I think. Survivability is going to be the real problem. Broken Memories is good. Survivability is going to be our long-term issue. Second multi-strike, though. If we can keep this first of kin alive, then we should be winning. That is a big if, though. I'm afraid of removing 2 from this deck. I'm going to remove... I am going to remove, I'm just afraid. Know that I think this might be wrong as I'm doing it. Take out this Echo Break and 1 Primitive Mold. It's weird. Wing Steel is good. Roll for plus 25 here? Yeah. For Keeper. 70 HP. Yeah, we should be good. Diligent Seraph is not much of a concern to me here. Oh no, my spells are gonna consume. Oh wait, I built that. That's the whole point of the deck. The real concern is Purifiers, I guess, but what's to be worried about? I should probably play a card. Eh. This enemy being infused is scary. I'll just tell it to you like it is. I'm afraid. We might actually just get run over by curses in this combat. Now that we're established, it's probably okay. Maybe not though. If I put Fade in front, I think my best line is to do something. I'm gonna use Driftball here in some way. After this round, Fade just starts sniping heavies for me. I can put her in front here and she'll kill this Gilded Wing. She'll hit the Gilded Wing for 145. I think it's fine. Yeah, I just kinda... I'm relying here on landing one of my answers. I have like 3. Yeah, I have Fatal Melting, I have 2 Echo Breaks. I need an answer to this 25 times 2. I think this is okay. Sure. Kill that guy. And I want to... If I want to bet on landing the answer, this damage goes through anyway, so I may as well just Driftball this enemy. I'm putting a lot on hitting it here, but I'm hopeful that I draw well. It's something. 4 plus 20. Nice. So I think Fade moves to her new job as elite sniper of the front enemy. I'm not necessarily always echo breaking here. We want to consider if the top card is Fatal Melting, it's best for me to echo break this Purifier down here. So let's just check it. Vengeful Shard. Okay. Great news. I take 33 for playing it in this way. I'm okay with that. I have the Pyre health. This is a really tough combat for us because of the curses. There's Fatal Melting. Fashionably late. Don't want to consume it. I'll just consume the Return Soul, or I can check the Soul Accumulation. Yes, good. 25 on this. Okay. If I let this Keeper of Echoes die, I'm planning on reforming him. I have all 4 primitive molds. I'd rather let him die. And I would like to return Soul. Probably just hit on the Wurmkin etchings. That's fine. This is fine. Everything seems okay. That's what I feel right now. Everything seems fine here. Does consume. Can I pull back? Pull back Fatal Melting for one last ride. Let's see what our top card is. Memories. Makes sense. I want to kill this Purifier. So I think I will. 28. That doesn't kill him, does it? I should have looked. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna Drip Ball him. Okay, he's at 30. Okay. In the Divinity, the combat is going to be a little bit easier than this because, well, you know, you're well aware why. But if we're playing top 4, it's not going to be so easy. This is scary, and I should do something about it. I'm going to actually consume Primitive Mold. I would rather do that, actually. Let me get this 81 health Burnout 1 Keeper of Echoes. 40 damage Echo Break. This makes my turn a lot easier to parse. And then you're burning out. 356 on Fade. I want Fade to Elevator, I'm pretty sure. I just want her to walk up with this wave. Or not this wave, but with Seraph. Although I probably can't, come to think of it. We'll see, we'll see. Consumes anyway. Bring back Shelter. I can bring back Wurmkin Etchings, but if I bring back... I should just bring back Wurmkin Etchings, actually. Please hit me. Thank you, Primitive Mold. Great work. And that lets me play Wurmkin Etchings with not much fear. Okay. I did take a little more damage. We took like, what, 70 in this combat? 70-ish. Should be fine. I can loop these cards forever. I have a Primitive Mold coming up. I should play Self-Mutilation. I should Dripfall Seraph here, I think. I should play these like this, because that gives Fade 852 damage for me. And then I don't play Entombed Explosive. The big play here... I think I just Dripfall again. We're chilling. We're chilling. Seraph basically dies to this child. Almost. Interesting. I didn't hit. Do I lose off of this? I lost the 50-50, now I die? Is that how it works? Ah. He dies. But it was a little close. I won't lie to you there. That was a little closer than I would have liked. We will most likely not commit a robbery against the last Divinity like I did on Seraph here. But maybe. I mean, the last Divinity should be a little easier. We're 5 draw into Diligent Seraph, which is gross. Last Divinity shouldn't do that. If we see Damage Shield here, I'm gonna be upset, though. Oh, one time. Let's go. Oh, fuck. We lost. Oh, no. And, wow, this is a nightmare draw. I mean, just, like, straight up, we lose. I don't think there's anything you can do about that. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing more to say. Nothing you can do. I don't think that there's much you can do to not lose off of this. How does this work? I want to play Explosive. It doesn't matter in front or back, and then I just pierce that guy. Fatal Melting before it'll kill Shade Wings also. I have to like pull it back, but it... It's a disaster. This combat's a disaster. That's all I can say. I need to daze the Divinity to buy myself some time here. Twisting can accelerated incubation don't do much for me. But I need to consume this spell. Bring back Hosting Kin. I mean, the writing is... this one's pretty well spelled out, I think. I think that you can read this one pretty well here. Okay. Fatal Melting does 28. Time to bring Fatal Melting out for one last ride here. Until I hope maybe I pull it back, I don't know. I should keep our boy alive. I have to incant. I have to get value on Shelter here, absolutely. And then Fade can come down here and pop one of these. It's just way too slow, right? There's no doubt about that. It's way too slow and it's not defensive enough, is what we're currently seeing. Now, I mean, mostly, I think it's fair to state that this was a disaster. This was a worst case right here that we saw. It's something that you can't really plan around or do. I mean, I have 5 draw 28 cards. We just got super unlucky here. That's all that you can really say. It's not over yet. We can maybe, like, we can still commit a robbery here, potentially. I think that it looks pretty grim, but you never know. Unless I literally die, in which case you know. Did I just lose to you straight up? Do you kill me? He kills me. For 20, does 40. Hey, I kill him in 5 hits, 5 times 16. I'm pretty sure I die, but 318. Oh yeah, super dead. I mean, sometimes you rob Monster Train, sometimes you commit the robbery of the century, and sometimes the game robs you. I think that I guess there's something to be said for not playing the run with a 3-cost and a 2-cost as your floor plan, so that you're never able to be in that position. I've just been like, man, Keeper of Echoes kind of sucks. I reckon in some runs he goes very strong and he does a lot. In this run, Keeper of Echoes sucked. I would be better off having almost any other unit because 2 energy for this is awful. Even Wickless Tycoon would have been better. I don't know. I really don't like Keeper of Echoes unless you're fully committed to it. Or you're playing Bogfly Cocoon. But I don't know. I think that this is with this Little Fade, you just play a good floor on the top floor and let Little Fade weaken the waves that walk up there. And the floor we played top floor was not good because we died. And even though we died to Diligent 74 HP. So, you know, it's a tough one though. I think that if you want to win this run, you just play Bounty Stalker, but I did not. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.